What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Done Decent. My name is Darcy, and in today's episode we're going to be painting this motorcycle. Now, I do want to tell you that I'm talking to you from the future. I painted all this stuff, it's been about 3 weeks ago. I've been having issues with the weather, had a couple issues. You know, we got a little run on the tank. I got that repainted, I got that cleaned up, taken care of, and fixed, and then I had some issues on this other fairing, which I'm not really going to go too into. I just wanted to let you guys know I didn't really do the way I kind of shot those shots. I know it's not the best of quality, it's nothing crazy. You guys, I'm just going to kind of take you through like my first time painting, what I had to do. I'm not sure how much real talking there is. I haven't started editing the video yet. Actually, I'm going to be putting it up later today. Did have some issues with some stuff. Nothing crazy, but we got it set up, we got it going, and we got it taken care of. Most of it turned out really great. Just the tank had some issues, and then this other fairing ended up having some weird stuff going on with it. So I sanded it all back down, repainted it, and hopefully I'm going to be getting the bike back together here in a couple of days. So after we finish this fairing, all that's left to do is just put it back together, change the few other little things that we had going on. You guys know I want to change the handlebar grips, the brake and clutch lever, as well as change all the filters and the oil. Probably going to have to get a new battery for it as well, but I'm pretty sure this battery is probably okay. I just haven't used it much, so I'm going to throw it on the tender, and then we'll try to fire it up after we get everything else taken care of. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is still something I'm working on. You know, it's been a long process. You guys are seeing the videos as they're coming. I know, like I said, we're a little ways behind. I'm just giving myself some padding. That way I can get the next project lined up. I don't want to have like a large blank space. We might do a couple other little videos. I have some other ideas on stuff. Last weekend we had the diesel show out here. I got some decent footage at that. I might make a video out of that and put that up for you guys so you guys can kind of see some stuff there. My brother took his 6-liter pickup out there. It's a 6.0, I think it's an '07 Ford, '06, '07, somewhere in there. It's a pretty sweet pickup. You guys might see some other work that we did to that. I might make a little incorporated video, like I said, with the diesel show. And then my brother and I did some work on his pickup. We put a bigger fuel pump on it. It's got oversized injectors, oversized turbo. Did quite a bit of work to it. That thing put out almost 700 horsepower on the dyno there. So got some good footage of that. Pretty sweet. Might show you guys that. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an intro here, because like I said, the way I shot those other videos and the way I edited it, I didn't show you guys all the sanding. I didn't think you guys wanted to see like a 20-minute video of me just going through and sanding all the fairings and fixing a few little things. You guys got to see the gist of kind of what I did and how I did it with the Plasti-Fix, and then fixing that with the body, you know, going back over that, sanding it down, body icing over that, getting it all back together. So now really all that's left is for you guys to see the painting and then kind of where I go from there. So we're gonna go ahead and get that all put together. You guys are gonna get most of that, the rest of that video tonight. I'll talk about like what happened and the issues that I ran into and how I fixed them and what I had to do, but I didn't figure you guys wanted to see like sanding and then painting and then sanding and then, you know, fixing and sanding and fixing and sanding, because that just gets kind of monotonous, and I don't want this to be like, I want you guys to know what I'm doing and how everything is going, but I don't want like the same week after week of like me just having to prime and sand, prime and sand, prime and sand, and go over the same stuff over and over and over, because it's not good content for you guys, but it's good for you guys to be able to see kind of what's going on and know what happened. But hopefully we'll get this here, like I said, wrapped up, taken care of, put back together pretty quick, and then we'll be on to the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead, send you guys back to the past. You guys can watch this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. I just got done running down to the paint store, grabbing a few more supplies. I still need to run over to Menards and grab just a few more things. I'm gonna get some goggles as well as some plastic sheeting. That way we can mock up a little bit of a paint booth for ourselves out at the shop. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get everything loaded up into the Jeep, and we're gonna head out. guys, so I just finished getting everything cleaned up, set up. It took me like 2-3 hours to kind of build this little bit of a mobile booth here. Should be good enough for what we're going to be doing. I also got all of the pieces covered in the plastic adhesive promoter. So as soon as that stuff finishes setting up, we're going to go ahead and start hitting this with primer. This isn't much, but what I have set up here is going to work pretty well. These are just some welding curtains that I went around and put plastic around, and then of course the garage door here, put plastic over that. It is open top, as you can see, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful about, hopefully there isn't too much overspray, but we're gonna give it a try. Just gonna kind of start here, work our way around and come back into here. This plastic adhesion promoter needs about 25 minutes to set up. I just finished setting it, so it's gonna be probably another 20 minutes or so before we're able to spray, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start getting the primer ready and set up, make sure that the gun is good to go. That way when the 25 minutes hits, we can just go ahead and start laying our primer and then work into base coat and clear coat. Hopefully we don't run into any major issues and we can just hit it all in one go. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. I wouldn't be too surprised if something happens and I have to sand out some runs, or it just doesn't get a good cover and I have to work on it a little bit more. But we might be here a little late tonight working on this stuff, but that'll be all right. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get you guys mounted up on a head mount. That way when I'm spraying, you guys can be right in there with me and we'll be good to go. So I'll get back to you in about 20 minutes. Alright guys, so we just finished up putting down the second coat of clear coat. That's all I'm going to put on this for now. Got everything except for the tank. It's a little foggy in here right now. The fan's running, I'm sure you can hear it. We got a run right there. So, but other than that, I am really happy how most of this turned out. You know, for being my first paint job, I really didn't run into too many issues. We can see there's some fish eyes here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think towards the end might have started getting a little bit of water in the gun, or maybe I was too close. I don't know. We got a few fisheyes here too, but the battery did die on the GoPro. I'm not exactly sure when, if it was between like second and third coat. This one's got like quite a few fisheyes. We did get pretty good finish on this though. Like, I'm sure you can see the light there. The orange peel is pretty drastic, but I'm gonna chalk that up to me being a beginner and not knowing my my gun well enough, and not knowing really how to spray. I'm not gonna put that in. It could be dust and dirt in here too, because I forgot to wet the floor down. I mean, I'm in a semi shop. It's awful fucking dirty in here, dusty, but I don't know. For what it is, I'm happy. I think if we put a good cut, buff, and polish on this, which I didn't really want to do, but I mean, while we're here, we might as well go ahead and do it. So with that being said, guys, this is probably going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to let this stuff cure overnight before I take it home or try to move it or do anything. I was super nervous, but also super excited to get out here and do this, and I'm glad that it went as well as it did. I think things went very well, considering my first time and not really knowing what I'm doing. Hopefully next time we'll get into a legit booth and we'll have a much cleaner setup and a much better setup. But as I said, I think everything went pretty smooth here today. I'm not disappointed in how it turned out. For my first job, I think it was pretty decent. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll let this stuff dry tonight and we'll come pick it up tomorrow. And thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you see where I really screwed up, let me know, because I know that there's a few things that I screwed up on after the fact. But first time, we're gonna have to live and learn. You know, there was nobody else here with me. It was just me by myself in the shop that's full of semis and crap and dirt and dust and every other thing. With the only reason I came out here was because of the air pressure, and I knew I could put up a little bit of a booth to work in. So like I said, next time hopefully we'll be in a legit booth with good lighting and much better setup. So we'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks again so much, and have a good one. Peace.